Hey, so great to see you. Come on in.
Hey, Peter Park. We're doing 23 questions with Peddie. Can you show us around Annenberg Hall?
Sure. Welcome to Annenberg. This is the heart of the Peddie School campus.
What do you do here at Peddie?
So I serve as the Director of Financial Aid and Associate Director of Admission, and also a really proud alumnus of Peddie.
What else happens in this building?
So besides a number of academic courses, it also is home to our admissions office. So this is often what prospective students and families will see when they first come to Peddie.
Who is Walter Annenberg?
Ambassador Annenberg is one of the most influential alumni for the school. He gave a historic and transformational gift of $100 million in the early 1990s.
Wow, that's incredible. But Peter, schools like Peddie are expensive. How do families afford it?
Great question. Here, you want to see the Annenberg Library?
Sure.
Come on in.
So how do families afford Peddie?
So when I think about affordability, there's a number of ways to achieve that accessible educational opportunity here, not only through need-based grants, but also selective merit scholarships.
What merit scholarships are available?
So there are a number of scholarships, such as the Annenberg, the Armelino, as well as the Potter Scholarship as well.
Why don't more families apply for financial aid?
You know, when we think about accessibility and affordability, each person is coming in at a relative scale to understand what's that meaningful cost. But for us at Peddie, we're really dedicated to understanding your needs, not only as a person, but as a household financially. So it's more than just the application.
How else do you help families afford Peddie?
So sometimes for students who are receiving financial assistance, there might be those incidental costs. And Peddie's deeply committed to ensuring that we can help you support co-curricular needs as well.
Has Walter Annenberg personally inspired you?
It's, every day. I was really fortunate to receive financial assistance to attend Peddie. And so to be in this role now to serve our new Falcons it's an incredible privilege.
Would you mind showing us your office?
No, not at all. Come on over. So we're going to take a short walk.
How do you decide who gets in?
So I am surrounded and supported by a really dedicated and committed team of admission officers. Not only will we look for a holistic review through your admissions application, but if you're applying for financial assistance, that level of thought and care is into that process as well.
What's your favorite question to ask a student in an interview?
Well, there's a number of questions I consider in our conversation together, but often I like to break the ice by saying, who's your favorite superhero?
Well, it's obviously Batman. What's the most important thing for a Peddie applicant to know?
So I think when you first come to campus, or you first sort of have the understanding of, I want to search more about boarding school, is to have an open mind and to consider what's next for you.
Who are some notable and inspiring Peddie alumni?
Well, if I start with inspiring, I think about my younger brother, Patrick. We're both so grateful for this experience here, but if I think about notable alumni, perhaps you've heard of someone named Breland?
I think I have. Do you have to be mad talented like Breland to come here?
That's a great question. So I think like Breland, who conveys a really passionate level of expertise, you don't need to demonstrate that through just one particular aspect. You could be a great artist, great athlete, someone who enjoys robotics, whatever community service may be, but whatever it might be, I think demonstrating and cultivating a passion is the most important thing.
Do you have to be an athlete?
It's a great question. So I was a competitive swimmer, or a swammer in the past tense, but we're surrounded by so many different students from all over the world who demonstrate talents in a lot of different ways.
I heard some people compare you to a superhero.
Yeah, you probably noticed by now. So Peter Park is really close to Peter Parker, hence the childhood nickname of Spidey.
That's awesome. Since you went to Peddie too, what was your favorite extracurricular?
Well, definitely competitive swimming. Like I said, I'm a former swimmer, but one of my favorite pieces on my shelf here is a picture of me and my classmate Josh Charnaker right before we left for our respective schools.
Who was the most influential faculty member?
It's hard to pick just one person when you're surrounded by amazing advocates here. But if I had to pick, Greg Reed, who is our coach and also an alumnus, and now serves as our director of student leadership.
What's your favorite Peddie tradition?
I would say the moving of chapel is probably the most underrated tradition.
That's a really fun one. Last question, Peter. What would you tell yourself when you were applying to Peddie?
You know, If I could go back 20 years ago and talk to the former Peter, I would say to just be yourself, trust in the community, and be willing to learn and understand more.
Wow, thanks for all the great advice and for showing us around.
Thanks so much for being here. I'm off to my next interview, but I hope to see you here soon.